Listen, I didn't start out as the guy giving away islands, building insane challenges, or breaking world records. I started out as a kid with a cheap camera, recording videos that nobody cared about. I uploaded again and again, and every time it felt like shouting into an empty room. But here's the truth. That's where success is born. In the silence, in the moments where nobody believes in you, but you keep pressing record anyway. Success isn't about one lucky break. It's about falling on your face over and over and still deciding to get back up. I failed so many times, it's ridiculous. I've had videos flop so hard I wanted to quit. But each failure was a step forward. Each mistake was a lesson disguised as pain. That's the price of progress.
People look at success like it's a straight line upward. It's not. It's a staircase built out of broken attempts. You climb it one step at a time, and sometimes you slip, you crash. You wonder if it's worth it. But every time you stand back up, you're stronger. Every time you keep going, you're proving to yourself that you've got what it takes.
The secret: believe when no one else does. Believe so hard that even when your own doubts scream louder than your dreams, you keep moving forward. Because the world isn't going to hand you greatness. The world is going to test you, break you, push you to your limits. And that's where you decide, do I stay down or do I rise?
I'm telling you this because I lived it. I wasn't the big YouTuber. I was the kid with no views, no money, no connections. But I had belief, I had obsession. I had this fire that said, I don't care how many times I fail, I will keep going until it works.
And you've got that same choice. You can let failure define you, or you can let it build you. You can let doubt hold you down, or you can turn it into fuel. The future isn't written yet. Your future is in your hands.
So when you stumble, and you will, don't stay down. Rise, look forward, believe in that light ahead, even if right now you're standing in the dark, because that's how you reach greatness. That's how you change your life.
Here's something most people never realize. Greatness isn't about talent. It's not about luck. It's not about waiting for the perfect opportunity. It's about outlasting everyone else. When you see someone at the top, you see the glory, the wins, the spotlight. What you don't see is the years in the shadows, grinding when nobody cared. You don't see the nights where doubt whispered, you're wasting your time. You don't see the moments where quitting seemed like the smartest choice.
I remember sitting in my room, staring at the screen, thinking, why am I even doing this? No one's watching. But I kept uploading, I kept creating, and that's where the difference is made. Not in the victories, but in the moments where you want to quit and don't. That's where belief matters.
Belief is not some fluffy, motivational phrase. Belief is war. It's choosing to keep walking when the road is long and nobody is cheering. It's choosing to bet on yourself when the world tells you you're crazy. And every single person who's ever achieved something great has had to walk through that fire.
You're going to fail. Let me repeat that. You're going to fail. You'll fall flat, embarrass yourself, and feel the sting of rejection. But here's the difference between those who succeed and those who fade away. The ones who make it get up one more time than they fall. They use the pain as proof that they're on the right path. They use the failure as fuel. Think about it like this. Every stumble is a push-up for your spirit. Every failure makes you stronger, more resilient, more unstoppable. And one day, after enough of those falls and rises, you'll look around and realize you've climbed higher than you ever thought possible. That's why you can't give up, because your future self is depending on you. The version of you 5 years from now, 10 years from now, is waiting to see what you decide today. Are you going to give in to doubt, or are you going to rise every single time you're knocked down?
Look, life is not about never falling. It's about proving to yourself that no matter how hard you hit the ground, you will always stand back up. And when you do, you'll see something incredible. The light ahead was always there. It was just waiting for you to keep moving toward it.
Let me tell you something real. Success is not a finish line. It's not this magical place where suddenly life gets easy and you never struggle again. No, success is the constant decision to keep growing, to keep pushing, to keep raising the bar. Every time I hit a milestone, the first million views, the first viral video, the first big project, you know what happened? I didn't feel finished. I didn't feel like I made it. Instead, I felt hungry. I looked at the mountain I just climbed and I saw 10 more waiting for me. That's the truth about success. It's a journey, not a destination. Most people stop when they reach good enough. But good enough doesn't change the world. Good enough doesn't inspire millions. Good enough is where dreams go to die. You've got to aim higher, even when you think you've already given your all. That's how you unlock the version of yourself you don't even know exists yet. Here's the reality. Believing in yourself isn't about being blind to how hard it is. It's about knowing exactly how tough it's going to be and deciding to do it anyway. It's about seeing the obstacles ahead, the walls in your way, and saying, I'll find a way over, under, or through. Every time you fall, Every time you stumble, you're given a choice. Stay down or rise stronger, and every rise makes you harder to break. Every comeback writes another line in your story, the story of someone who refused to quit. So ask yourself, who do you want to be remembered as? The one who gave up when it got tough? Or the one who showed the world that no matter how many times life knocked you down, you refused to stay there? That's the legacy you're building. Not with one big win, not with one lucky break, but with the daily decision to keep going, to get up when it hurts, to dream bigger than your fears.
And when you choose that path, something incredible happens. People start to believe in you because they see you believe in yourself. They see the light you carry, and that light spreads. It inspires. It builds something bigger than you ever imagined.
So don't just aim for success, aim for greatness. Don't just believe in the future, create it. And when you fall, as you will, stand taller than before. Because your story is not about how many times you hit the ground. It's about how many times you rose and kept moving forward toward the light.
Here's the final truth I need you to understand. Success isn't a gift, it's a responsibility. It's not just about what you achieve, it's about what you do with it, how you use it to lift others, how you inspire the next person standing in the same darkness you once stood in.
When I was grinding with no views, no money, no support, all I had was belief. And belief alone carried me through those nights when I thought I wasn't enough. Now when I stand here, I don't see just the wins. I see the countless moments of pain, the endless failures, the doubts that nearly crushed me. And I know without them there would be no success.
You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to refuse to stop. That's it. Success is stubbornness in motion. It's persistence on fire. It's waking up every day and saying, I will try again. I will give more. I will not stop until I get there.
And when you finally start to see progress, don't slow down, double down, push harder, because every level you conquer opens a new one. Every mountain you climb shows you higher peaks. That's the beauty of it. There is no ceiling, only the limits you decide to accept.
So if you're listening right now, I want you to know, your story isn't over, not even close. If you're still breathing, you still have chapters left to write, and those chapters can be greater than anything you've imagined.
But it starts today. Not tomorrow, not someday. Today. Stand up, dust yourself off, look forward. Believe in that light, even if right now all you see is darkness. The light is real. It's waiting for you.
You have the power to build a future that people will talk about. A future that inspires. A future that proves one simple truth. The greatest victories come from the toughest battles.
So go out there, fail, rise, believe, and keep moving forward, step by step, until the impossible becomes your reality.
Because that's what success really is. Not luck, not magic, but belief turned into action, failure turned into fuel, and darkness turned into light.
And if I can do it, starting from nothing, then so can you.